Andrea Berta pinpoint stunning Arsenal signing to tick big up Mikel Arteta box. Rob McCarthy, I hope you're right. Berta, all my faith is in you going into the summer. Who are you speaking about? Allegedly, Arsenal are ready to rival Chelsea in the race to sign one of Unai Emery's most influential players at Aston Villa this summer in a shape of midfielder Jacob Ramsey. The Gunners' midfield is expected to be an area of the pitch that Arteta looks to bolster in the summer window, with Jorginho tipped to move on and doubts still remain over Thomas Partey's future in North London. We need depth, we need quality. I think clearly we need a left winger, we need a striker. I think yesterday against Paris Saint-Germain, correct me if I'm wrong and smash the like button, it highlighted the need for a midfielder. Declan Rice moved over to the right and played as a six, and I get it now. He can play as a traditional six. He can't really play in this Arsenal system as a lone six. The absence of Thomas Partey was felt. We didn't have Jorginho, so that's two potentially good options for that game not involved. And you've moved Rice. You've also moved Marino from up front, and he's had which I was for, but he's had a sweet moment there. And we are one of those teams in that Mikel Arteta, to fix one problem, will start making indirectly others, and also the drop off is too felt when people are moved around or people are missing. So we need quality, we need quantity. Jacob Ramsey seems to have fallen of us at Aston Villa. I want Morgan Rogers, if anything. Good player, of course, Jacob Ramsey. Apparently, there's a strong feeling at Arsenal that Arteta's squad depth has not been good enough to cope with the demands of mounting a sustained Premier League title challenge. You reckon? I think any Arsenal fan, a blind Arsenal fan, could tell you that Arteta's been hit hard by injuries, yes, but we didn't proof the side in the summer. We did nothing in January. So maybe not the players or the fans, but the club, Mikel Arteta, not better because he's walked in, but Edu, Mikel Arteta, Cronkies, all the technical and staff that have an input in transfers, you lot have to hold that. Of course, you don't want no one to get injured, but if you didn't sign no one when you needed to, it is what it is. If I go outside and I know it's going to rain and I don't bring a jacket or an umbrella and it's raining a little bit, I'm near my house, I still don't go in my house, I'm still standing to gallivant outside and it starts peeing buckets, I've got to hold that. No one told me to be out there with shorts and sandals and whatnot. You either bring an umbrella, bring a jacket, bring a coat, know that you're going to be near some shelter, or you go and do whatever you're doing with the day and come back before it rains. There's multiple ways. Either way, we did none of that really. So there's no woe is me. It seems like Ramsey's days at Aston Villa, based on reports, maybe not necessarily at the club, I don't know, are numbered. Villa, apparently, people, are looking to freshen up, and Arsenal are looking to invest in the Villa man Ramsey. Villa are already playing hardball with suitors when it comes to the potential sale of Morgan Rogers, but it appears Jacob Ramsey, I miss Aaron Ramsey in it, could be a different story. TBR Football reports there's a good chance the 23-year-old is made available for sale this summer amid interest from Arsenal, Chelsea, and Manchester City. He's got a contract until 2027. Apparently, the main reason for a potential exit is that Villa are unsure whether Ramsey is willing to commit to a new deal, and obviously would help them with PSR. Apparently, they previously valued him at over 50 million. And I think crucially there, the fact that there's contract talks, there probably is interest from all of these teams and everyone else. But the contract talks is probably what sparked off these rumors, people. It seems that Emery wants to keep Ramsey. Jacob Ramsey is a very important player. He grew up in the academy and his progression is getting better. His level is increasing a lot and I want to keep him with us. Of course, there are movements, speculation around him. Maybe there are teams involved in the possibility to sign him because he has big potential at Villa and in England. I want to keep him 100%. And apparently, Aston Villa are actually getting involved in the Joan Garcia stuff, people. Them, Real Madrid, Leverkusen, Arsenal, Atletico, actually for no reason, Liverpool, Manchester United have all been linked with the Spanish goalie. Arsenal are ready to open discussions with the agent of Sporting striker Gyokeres about a summer move. We've heard that for a million times. Florentino Perez has decided he'll do anything to sign William Saliba this summer. The player knows it, Madrid know it, and Arsenal know it. He's the chosen one, according to Spain. He's been on scouts' radar for a while. Aston Villa, as I said, are interested in just paying the release clause of the 21-year-old goalkeeper Juan Garcia. And actually, Emi Martinez is linked with a move to Saudi, people. Liverpool plan to make at least 3 big signings this summer to help defend the PL title. Hodgson, Kirkes, and Hugo Ekitike. We'll smash the like button. What do you lot think of that? I only mentioned them because indirectly at some point we've been linked with all 3. We could do with another centre half. We could do with another left back. And whether it's Isaac, which is not happening, Gyokeres, Sesko, Hugo Ekitike, Joe Bloggs down the street, we need a forward in it, essentially. Real Madrid have made Saliba their top defensive target this summer, as we know already. Man United and Spurs are leading the race to sign 21-year-old Ryan Cherky for 30 to 35 million euros. I know we live in a day and age of systems and all of that, but bro, especially in the semi-finals of the Champions League. Sometimes you need mavericky players that can make things happen. Obviously, adhere to the defensive arts and whatnot. Cherky would be at the club if it was me. Allegedly, Arsenal are joined by Liverpool in monitoring the situation of Joel Hatto ahead of the summer transfer window. While it's one to watch, there is concern from Arsenal about what it would mean for Miles Lewis-Skelly. Wouldn't mean a damn thing. It just means he could play in midfield. Hatto could also get game time at centre half. They can obviously play left back, and they're versatile. You know, there's a lot of question marks. The best part of this squad has been together for 4 years. Lewis-Skelly might make Arsenal a lot more confident in selling a Tomiyasu, which he's not going to get sold anytime soon. He's coming back from an injury. But if more of the same happens, you know what time it is. Makes us even more easier to sell Zinchenko, who could be used for depth in midfield. You know, Calafiori is going to be here. Like what? Obviously, Saliba and Magalhaes are linked with moves away, but Saliba, Gabriel Magalhaes, Timber, Miles Lewis-Skelly, Benjamin White, them ones, there's no speculation. They should be here. Calafiori, if I haven't said that. Tommy, speculation over your long-term future. Kivio, still good, doing well on the side. Still speculation over your long-term future. Make it happen, man. Really, for me, make it happen. Bring Hatto. Chelsea want to sign Morgan Rogers. Aston Villa don't want to sell, but there's widespread belief in football circles that PSR will force clubs to sell. We've heard that before. I can't say Ben Shayer's name, but Man City and Liverpool are interested in a very talented Monaco midfielder. Monaco, Strasbourg, there's a couple of players dotted in France that could help us. Arsenal allegedly want to rival Chelsea for the signature of Jamie Gittins from Dortmund this summer. The English winger is open to joining either London side, people. Nico Williams reps are demanding a salary of more than 400k a week to make a move from Athletic Bilbao, this summer. Arsenal and Chelsea are among the clubs interested, but not at those wages. Could he get that at Bilbao? Lifetime contract? Would he get, is he pricing himself out of a move and he'll temper his expectations if he gets a move to Barca? Is he worth overpaying? I think he's a talented lad, but 400k, where you're in talks with Saka, Saliba, Magalhaes over new deals indirectly, Miles Lewis-Skelly, Wanyeri, you're going to bring in a Gyokeres or whatever on big money, that's going to affect the wages, and we're already paying a lot. Martinelli, Odegaard, I wouldn't say they're leaving this summer, but if it's more of the same and no significant development, the summer of 2026, maybe 2027, there's things going on. Kai Havertz is still here, etc., etc. And you still got Zinchenko, Partey's linked with a new deal. There's still a lot of wages. Would you lot do it? Let me know, people. Man United have entered the race along with City and Liverpool to sign Rodrigo. We need to get involved in that. Someone can clean Saka's boots. Liverpool and Spurs are both interested in Bowen, but would have to pay 50 million. Anyone on that? Barca have contacted Ademola Lookman's reps people ahead of a potential summer switch. The Nigerian's camp is set to hold talks with Arsenal, Chelsea, Liverpool, Manchester United, and Newcastle. I mean, we're linked with Mbeumo like Newcastle, but I think Newcastle need depth like us. But imagine Newcastle, completely off topic, Anthony Gordon, Isaac, a Lookman or Mbeumo, bro, that's a deadly front three on top of everything Newcastle are doing. We've been linked with Christopher Nkunku. I think everyone wants to stay clear from Chelsea ex-players or bargain hunting at Chelsea, or I would actually say going through their rubbish. Like if it was a restaurant and I needed food and I was homeless, I know it's a horrible example and I'm going through their rubbish. And Nkunku, it hasn't worked out. We've bought many a Chelsea player, so yeah, I'm so excited with the Gyokeres stuff. Spoken on that already. What else have we got here? Man United, who apparently lead the race, according to reports in the last 48 hours over Gyokeres, will need to win the Europa League to have a realistic chance of signing Gyokeres. He wants to play in the Champions League. Liverpool are looking at Adam Wharton, who's also been linked with us. He'll cost more than 50 million. I think he's worth it. Real Sociedad's president says Martin Zubamendi's future will be resolved in June. Arsenal are ready to formally trigger his 51 million release clause, people. We'll move away from that. As again, allegedly, reports have said this week, I have covered this before, but apparently Bukayo Saka has reportedly reached an agreement to sign a new long-term contract at the club. We would love that. Arsenal are ready to step up the pursuit of Gyokeres, despite claims that a proposed move to Chelsea is a done deal. He's been interested with a lot of teams. There's rumours of a gentleman's agreement at Sporting. Apparently, Man United, Football Insider claimed that United have the deal wrapped up to sign him in the summer, although Give Me Sport have poured cold water on this report and instead believe that Arsenal remain the front runners to land his signature. Berta apparently is a big fan. We saw Ornstein speak about that. We've shifted away from potentially signing Benjamin Sesko. Apparently the Swede star is now the Gunners' top target and they're set to hold talks with his agent soon, as per Give Me Sport. In fact, Man United have reportedly given no indications they're prepared to submit an offer for Gyokeres. As a result, Arsenal may have a free run at signing the 26-year-old, although we've been told that Aston Villa's Ollie Watkins, Ipswich Town Liam Delap remain under consideration by the hierarchy at the Emirates Stadium. 52 goals and 12 assists in 48 appearances this season, and hat-tricks galore. I'm all for that. Apparently, they're willing to listen to offers of 82 million euros, which equates to about 70 million pounds, despite the fact his current contract with the club includes a 100 million euros release clause. In addition to Gyokeres, we're hoping to sign Nico Williams. We've heard that many a time. Allegedly, Bayern Munich have reached an agreement over Florian Wirtz, who apparently they are the front runners now, but there's competition from Arsenal, City, and Real Madrid. I mean, we're throwing our hat in the ring. It's like me saying I want to go on a date with Shensia. When she starts saying them expensive restaurants, you know, hit the like buttons and subscribe, and that we might, and super chat, we might be able to dream chase, but it's a myth. I'd love Wirtz. I don't want to keep speaking about Odegaard, but even where you look at the middle of the park yesterday, where you ain't got Partey, Rice is deserted or left on the island. Obviously, Marino's trying to do what he can, and he weren't amazing, but he's one of the best of the bad bunch. You take Odegaard out, you put Wirtz in, we're laughing. So, yeah, we're not laughing because we're not going to get him. But Bayern Munich apparently seem to be doing that. We've gone over this, people, with that whole stuff. Oh, Chelsea want a selfie for Honor. Weren't he meant to be better than Saliba? Fabrizio Romano has said nothing is decided so far. Man United, but also Arsenal remain keen. For Man United, the FFP budget will be crucial to understand how much they can spend on a striker. The feeling is that United will have to qualify for the Champions League by winning the Europa League. So that could be a spring in our step. But again, all talking points. Let me know yours. It's all speculation until he's formally signed for this club. Once again, Real Madrid have made Saliba a top target. They want to sign him. Obviously, they would have seen firsthand what he's about. I personally think he played rubbish on purpose. I know I'm bantering, folks, but it is what it is. Wayne Rooney questioned Arsenal fans' atmosphere in relation to Real Madrid, people. Arsene Wenger was at the game and said we had a great chance, and obviously we let the big man down, people. So it is what it is. Is there anything here? Because Football Insider does love a little rumor. Surprised we're not linked with Dominic Calvert-Lewin. I don't mind signing Leon Bailey. Brian and Mbuemo responds after Brentford ace ruled out for the season. What? Oh, one of his teammates. And actually, Thomas Frank has said respectfully to Brentford that they're a selling club. I wonder if that helps us in our pursuit to get Mbuemo, because for me, I want that. What do you lot think?